Hello, Potato, and welcome to your July the 10th, 2021 edition of Weekend Magic. A July where it'll probably be 100 degrees outside before the mall even opens. Yep, it's a wonderful time to stay inside under the fan with the AC on. Now, going into this week's episode, I didn't actually have anything. I was thinking we probably would just maybe look at some toy box figures. I do have like a stack of toy box figures I've never really done anything with on here. And I thought, well, maybe we'll look at a couple of those. And then we went to the mall last night. Yep, we went to the mall that still has a Disney store just to see what they had. Oddly, despite the fact that Shop Disney has a ton of Black Widow stuff, the Disney store had virtually nothing, at least nothing new. None of the new shirts or the dolls or anything. So yeah, there's no Black Widow stuff today. And we didn't see the movie yet anyways, so why would there be? But we do have this and what's inside of it. So this is something my wife picked out. We each picked out an item. Just because, you know, when you go to the Disney store, because we went there specifically for the Disney store, we didn't find what we were specifically looking for. It wasn't a Black Widow thing we were looking for, just there was a thing we were specifically looking for, and they didn't have it. But we did each pick out an item because, you know, we're there, gotta pick out something. Gotta say hi to the one cast member who went over to work at that location from our old store. And yeah, my wife picked out this. It is a utensil holder. And it says Mickey Mouse there on the inside, and it's got Mickey on the outside. And this will actually be our third utensil holder, but you know, you get a lot of those utensils, spatulas and scrapers and ladles and spoons and all the things you need when you're cooking. And it'll actually be our second Disney one. We have another one. I don't know if I showed it on here or not. It would have been a while ago if I did, but it was maybe a little bit bigger than this. Actually, definitely a little bit like wider than this, and had like interlocking Mickey heads on it, like textured. That's where this one's all flat and just kind of has like a nice little series of kind of pencil ink sketched Mickeys. In a not quite modern, but not original Mickey style. But it's nice. And yeah, it was $16.99. Of course, we got our Disney Visa Rewards member discount thing on it. And we also picked up a few other things. One thing from Disney Store, and the rest actually from Box Lunch. And this was my thing from Disney Store. And we'll do closer ups of these. I picked up they still had them. You know, 4th of July was just this past week. And I thought, well, it's one I'd looked at on the website and just hadn't picked up. And now I picked it up. And then I also went over to Box Lunch, where they had a series of Jungle Cruise pins. They had 3 different ones. I picked up this one, kind of a riff on the Jungle Cruise sign. And it is actually a pin trading pin. And I also picked up, not Disney, a The Good Place pin. And they were literally just putting these out while we were in line. Gravity Falls. Yep, they had some Gravity Falls pins. They had a couple. And so yeah, let's do some close-up views of those. First up, let's look at my Disney Store purchase pin. This is just kind of your Americana pin. Just 4th of July this past week, they still had this on the shelf, and I thought, you know, it looked nice on Shop Disney. I thought, why not pick it up? It's actually a little bigger than I thought it would be. I kind of thought it would be like more, almost like a lapel pin size, but it's a pretty good size pin, especially being just $9.99. I kind of expected it to be smaller. It's fairly straightforward, silver outline, the flag on it, stars, some stripes, but kind of done in a way to make it look like they're just kind of waving in the wind. But just a nice, basic, straightforward, Mickey-backed pin trading pin. Next up, we have our Jungle Cruise pin. This is from Box Lunch, not Disney Store, but it is an official pin trading pin. As you can see, it's got the Mickey back there on it. And this was $12.90. No discounts because it was Box Lunch and I didn't have any like lunch money or anything to spend to get it. They had 3 different ones. This is one I like the best. It kind of made me think the most of the normal signage from the Jungle Cruise itself. It does say the famous Jungle Cruise expeditions departing daily, and it has the little ride boat on it. It's a pretty straightforward pin. I kind of thought when I first saw these from a distance they were going to be relating specifically to the Jungle Cruise movie, because of course that's something they're kind of pushing right now. But no, all 3 pins seem to relate pretty specifically to the ride itself and not the movie, and that's not a bad thing. Yeah, I don't know if I'll go back and get the other ones or not. I don't feel like I need to be a completionist on the Jungle Cruise pins, but these are nice ones, and I am glad I got this one. Next, we have our Gravity Falls pin. It is, of course, the little gnome from the first episode vomiting up a rainbow after getting hit in the gut, maybe a little lower, in the big climax of the episode. He, of course, is not a pin trading pin, it's just kind of a basic rubber back on it, and it was $8.90. It's from Box Lunch, not from Disney Store Shop Disney. But it's very cute, and I just always liked this character. It's the first time I saw it. I actually have a plush of him. I have a shirt of him that probably doesn't fit me anymore because it's actually from when the show was still on the air. I even have like a little action figure version of him. Shortly after the show ended, they released this like one run of a series of action figures, and they weren't the best figures in the world. But Dipper did come with a little figure version of him, and I've been taking them out of the package. They're actually up on the wall in a place that I can't really show you now. But he's very cute. Looks pretty much just like the drawing from the show. I do like they've made the rainbow vomit there all glittery. I thought at first that there was some glitter on the hat too, but I think it's just some glitter that's escaped from the rainbow. They were actually just putting these out when I picked it up. We were in line to pay for our other items, like this. And I saw her putting these out, and I was trying to look over and see what they were, and I recognized the Gravity Falls logo. I go, are those Gravity Falls? And she goes, yes, they are. We just got them in. They had a one with Dipper and Mabel, and then they had this one. And yep, this is the one I had to get. I may go back for Dipper and Mabel, I don't know, but this one for sure. And she was taking them out of the plastic packages, so I don't know if these were meant to be sold this way or not. I mean, you can peg them on there. And, other pins they sell come in the plastic still. But yeah, they were taking these out, so I guess maybe, is that on the plastic? No, that's part of the backing. I was thinking maybe something on the plastic that's making them unattractive, I don't know. But they were taking the Dipper and Mabel ones out, so I'm guessing they were going to take these ones out too. So I've got one that's nice and secure in its plastic. And finally, not Disney at all, we have The Good Place. I don't think this little meter ever actually shows up at any point in the show, but I thought it looked cute when I've seen it. They've had it for a long time. They've had it for months, like since last year. And I've just not bought it. I don't buy a lot of pins from Box Lunch. I do tend to limit myself, and this isn't necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, but I tend to limit myself to the stuff from Disney. But yeah, this is one that I've seen there for a while, and last night we finally pulled the trigger on it. But the little meter on it actually can be adjusted from bad to fair to good, all the way to The Good Place. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'll ever take it out of the plastic, but it's cute. I don't like the backings. I am at the point now I don't like these metal backings. I like the rubber backings, like the Disney ones, or even even like this where they're not really pin trading, but they have that rubber backing on them. I feel like they're more secure than these metal ones. These metal ones can get bent and become basically useless or break, I think, very easy. But this one will probably just stay in this package anyway, so it's not really a huge concern here. This one was $12.90. Yeah, The Good Place. Good show. If you never watched it, I think it's on Netflix now. So if you have Netflix and you never watched The Good Place, go marathon the whole series. You probably won't be sorry. Probably. And that's going to wrap it up for this week. Just 4 pins and a utensil holder. Not a whole heck of a lot. Which brings us to what got me through this week. And, most of what got me through this week is stuff I've talked about before. Loki was quite good this week. Love me some alligator Loki. Bad Batch was quite good this week, especially if you are a fan of Rebels. The episode was an interesting one. If you've never watched Rebels, it probably didn't make a whole heck of a lot of sense. It certainly was lacking in the Bad Batch, but it was an overall good episode. I've tried to check out that Monsters at Work show, and 2 episodes, and I'm not sold. Great voice cast. I did spend most of the time going, oh, that's that person, oh, that's that person. But the actual storyline itself wasn't doing a whole heck of a lot for me, but, I'm in there, I'll watch it. But what got me through it isn't the thing that we can actually watch just yet. It was the trailer for Marvel What If. I've always been a fan of on alternate universe stuff, be it, alternate to our universe or alternate to fictional universes. Love me some crossovers like, Kingdom Hearts and stuff like that. And watching the trailer for What If, I was looking forward to the show to begin with, but now seeing things like What If Captain Carter, What If Tony Stark met Eric Killmonger, And the big one for me, what if Marvel Zombies? I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with the Marvel Zombies episode, because frankly, I kind of thought they would make the show a little family appropriate, but I think there's actually cursing in the trailer, so I guess not. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Marvel Zombies. I'm looking forward to the whole series. All the stuff in the preview looked pretty good. The Doctor Strange stuff, the Guardians of the Galaxy bit, all of it looked good. I'm looking forward to it. The animation style looks interesting. It looks like we're doing a lot of what if specifically on the MCU as opposed to what if more from the comics, but that's fine, because let's face it, a lot of people watching it will have never read like any of the comics anyways. They know the MCU, therefore seeing something that's what if specifically off of Iron Man 1 is probably much more effective. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll wrap up this episode. If you have things that got you through the week, please let me know about them in the comments. Because yeah, it was kind of a reach this week to find something to say got me through the week. And I am open to ideas and suggestions from you. So please leave them in the comments below. And I hope you found this video at all interesting or entertaining. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.